Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, give me 1 second. It's time for another installment of Next Play Sports. Your boys, we took 3 weeks off, but hey, baby, we're back. So sit back, relax, grab a drink and a snack, because here we go. Shout out Bruce Buffer. If there's anybody in the world that has a safer job in America, it is Bruce Buffer with the UFC. He has absolutely nobody to worry about taking his job unless I decide to go to the UFC.
I think Joe Rogan's spot in the UFC, like commentator world, is pretty secure too. I'm just saying. Joe Rogan his calls are pretty electric.
I don't remember how to do this. It's been too long.
It's been a while. It's been 3 weeks. I missed y'all boys. We want to get into Pujols, who's definitely juicing. He's got to be juicing.
Like I said, I want them to actually be testing Pujols, but I want them to be coming up and like tossing the piss test over the shoulder after he finishes.
Exactly.
Like, nice sample. Like,
Yeah.
Like they talked about on Jared's, how dude would like drink it. He's like, bro, you could have tossed it. He's like, I want greatness within me.
Exactly. Man, I don't care if he's juicing.
It don't matter.
He's about to retire. He's like 48. I don't care. Like, let him juice. I want him to hit 700. If he juices
at 42.
If he juices for 14 home runs, I don't care. A-Rod juiced for 50.
Did y'all see where A-Rod teased to come back?
Oh, come on, man. He's not coming back.
I swear to God.
Who cares? I hope he does. I hope they bench Stanton and let A-Rod hit.
He would definitely play shortstop.
Stanton?
No.
Oh, A-Rod.
Anthony Volpe.
He can't play.
Anthony Volpe can wait another year.
That's what they do. That's what they do anyway.
They also just called Oswaldo Peraza.
Who cares?
I don't know who that is. Not a real person. Anyway.
The top prospect? You know?
I'm joking. Oh my God. Bro.
But anyways, about Pujols.
I want him to hit 700 so bad.
He just had the best month of his career.
Yeah, he was drafted in what, 02?
I don't remember when he was drafted. He's been a while.
Or was it in the 90s?
No, he started playing in 2001.
Yeah, he's been. I don't know what year he got drafted.
He was the NO Rookie of the Year when Ichiro won it.
The year we were born. Or the year I was born.
Yeah, I mean, baby, 2000, baby.
But
old ass man.
This was like 2000, 01, 02.
But yeah, man, he's on a tear. And the thing is, he's not even playing every day. I would have his name penciled in.
Oh my God!
If he come up,
it's his farewell to. Why has he not played all 162?
Well, he's an old man. I mean, his body can't.
I don't care.
His body can't.
I don't.
Okay, we got to get into this. Okay, so theory: Pujols is actually 3 years older than his birth certificate would read. So that means he's actually 45 and not 42.
Well, one, that's a theory, right?
I mean, yeah, it's a theory.
But two,
still, if it's
playing
true.
Baseball at 45 is a lot harder than playing quarterback at 45. I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's also why, and you're like, why isn't Pujols penciled in every day? Pujols' body can't withstand to be penciled in every day.
I don't care. I want him to hit 700. Look, if he gets to 699,
I want him to at least.
What does he need? 7 more? 6 more?
He's at 690.
694.
He needs 6 more.
2 more to tie.
He'll get 6 more before.
He's got a month to do it.
Bro, he's got a month to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, what do you mean?
He basically has to repeat the month
one
he
every
just had.
5 days. He's got to hit like one every 5 days.
After the run that he just came off of?
Wait, you're asking to find lightning in a bottle twice.
For another week. A whole nother. He's got to sustain that for a whole nother month.
I need pitchers to start lobbing 75 down the gooch.
Yeah. I mean, cock shots.
Yeah.
I need Dallas Keuchel to be pitching every game against Pujols.
I was watching Hard Knocks, and Dan Campbell, and I quote, told a tight end to stick his hip on another tight end and get, and I quote, dick to dick.
I mean, that's a true.
Dan Campbell is electric.
That's a true blocking.
That's the only reason why I watched Hard Knocks. I don't even like the Lions for real. Anyway, back to baseball. Shout
out Wayne Jackson.
Facts. There was a few guys that signed contracts. Michael Harris, Julio Rodriguez.
Yeah, Michael Harris broke ass.
Technically broke. It's just the Braves. Braves like to.
The Braves signed these dudes out the womb. They come out of
that Greek son of a bitch with a pen is crazy.
They come out of their mother's womb, and the Braves are like, yeah, he's ours.
They give out contracts like 14. We do on the show franchise. You know what I mean?
We want to put your life on this dotted line, sir. It's going to withhold you until you're 40, but you're only going to make about $2 million per.
You're gonna make half the money that prime Matt Olson made, but except for your next contract isn't gonna come until you're 34. So you're only gonna make another $15 million.
Settle in, bud.
Yeah, exactly. You're hanging around for a while. No, but I mean, I think it's a smart business move. Obviously,
I mean, we're just upset because our franchises can't do it.
Well, mine definitely could.
You could.
I just don't know why we.
You just don't.
That's the thing, though.
Like if we sign Leiter tomorrow for 100 over 20,
Jesus,
I'd be excited.
I wouldn't do that.
Let's go.
I'm Jack Leiter.
Yeah, if I'm Jack Leiter, I wouldn't do it.
I'm like, yo, you can give Marcus Simeon how much?
Like Spencer Strider, I'm guaranteed. I wouldn't be shocked if Strider don't make below the Harris contract.
Spencer Strider's gonna make
Strider just struck out 16.
He's gonna get like 150 over 17.
Braves record as a rookie. 8, 2 hit, 16 no walks, 16 Ks.
That was wild.
With the best glutes in baseball.
All right, now I'm getting a little wild. A little wild.
Calling it now 150 over 17 for Spencer Strider.
150 over 17. Nah, they won't sign a 15. That's
No,
17.
it's 17 years for a pitcher. It's crazy. It'll
That's
probably literally be. It'll probably literally be like.
I'm gonna say 100 and.
It'll be.
I'm gonna say 125 over 11.
I say they're gonna give him 8 years, 60 mil, something like that.
Oh no, shot! I'm signing that.
If I'm Spencer Strider and you hand me and you say, yeah, you can get 8 a year, I'd be so mad.
Well, see, me personally, like if I was a professional athlete, I would not ask for that much money. Like I wouldn't ask. Like
Okay, Tom Brady.
No, I'm saying Tom. What are you talking about? Tom Brady got a bag.
Tom takes a pay cut.
Well, he does now because he's 45. He has to. No team's gonna sign a 45-year-old.
Hey, y'all think Brady got work done?
Bro.
On his face.
He got work done.
I think so. Right here.
Like he took time off. I think that's what he took time off for. I think he got some.
I don't think that's why he took time off.
He took a road trip to Miami, saw the doc.
Like,
hey, yo, he did not get a BBL. No, calm down.
That is wild. Dr. Miami is crazy. I mean, he might have got Botox, but I don't think he got any surgery done. You know what I mean? But like Botox,
his face is definitely skinnier.
Botox wouldn't have kept him out for a week and a half. But his face being skinny could also just be like,
it ain't nothing with his diet. He's been doing the same diet for.
But he's not able to keep muscle on as much. You see what I'm saying? Like he's not able to keep weight as good as he used to, just because like he's getting older.
Whack.
So everything's in limbo easier, if that makes any sense. But
moving on.
I mean,
we're gonna talk about J-Rod.
Yeah.
I don't think. I've said this before. There's only one $400 million player
in baseball.
Yeah, Mike Trout. Well,
Shohei
at the time. Well, yeah, never mind.
Shohei's
a $500 million player. I don't care. I mean, you're talking about a guy that does it from both sides of the ball. He's the only guy that and if we're being honest, he's the best to ever do it from both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Babe Ruth could dream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was about to say. I thought you went the other way with that.
No, like Babe Ruth. Shohei Ohtani is who people think Babe Ruth.
But see, if Babe Ruth would have, if Shohei Ohtani would have played when Babe Ruth played.
Oh, buddy. I mean,
we're talking about
Babe was seeing like 72.
We're talking about
that's the off speed.
We're talking about 1,000 home runs.
Oh, for sure.
And
Hiroshima and Nagasaki would have happened way sooner if Shohei was over here doing that.
I didn't want to say it.
Bro, and like I'm talking like 10,000 Ks. Because like back then, pitchers were pitching 70 games out the year. Shohei, even if Shohei's arm gave out and he was sitting 90, 92.
Oh, that's gas.
Shohei would have got
back then. That's gas. I'm talking about 10,000 Ks, 1,000 bombs. There wouldn't even be a GOAT conversation right now.
I don't ever include Babe in the GOAT conversation, anyways.
Never. I'm not talking about Babe being in the GOAT conversation. I'm saying,
Barry
it wouldn't
Bonds
be Griffey. It wouldn't be Bonds. It wouldn't be nobody.
I think we're going to get voters fatigue from Shohei because Shohei could really, he's on a little tear right now and he could come back and take this thing from Aaron Judge because he doesn't have to be. So. He doesn't have to be the best hitter, and he doesn't have to be the best pitcher. He can have a 3.5 ERA.
Yeah, 3.5.
And
hit 35 bombs.
he's MVP. Who's more valuable than that? Like, who's...
Nobody. But they're not just going
and
to
that just gets old to me, and it's gonna make me mad. But it's whatever.
So, but there's the thing though. So like that's why they have the Hank Aaron Award. That's why they have the Cy Young Award.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? But I do see what you're saying. We're not going to give him the MVP every year. It's just not going to happen. But at the same time, it's voted by MLB writers.
Yeah.
And
they are extremely narrative based most of the time.
Exactly. I mean,
Like
but it's going to Aaron Judge this
year.
year. I mean, regardless of how good or bad Shohei Ohtani finishes the year, it's going to Aaron Judge.
I mean, the Yankees just stink. I mean, these guys.
They're terrible.
They're terrible.
They are. They really suck right now. But, I mean...
Reese McGuire wouldn't even do it in the parking lot at Yankee Stadium.
We still owe Aaron Judge an MVP from 2017, if we're being honest.
No, we don't. So. Aaron Judge is fine. I mean, he's going to get his this year.
Oh, I hope he better.
He's going
to get his this year, and
a bigger contract than Altuve ever.
He's going to look great anywhere but the Bronx next year.
I think he's staying in New York, man.
He's not. Uncle Steve.
Y'all are just saying, but that's my thing though. Y'all say that because y'all actually like Aaron Judge. Y'all actually like Aaron Judge. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Like that's why y'all are saying that. So of course y'all are going to try and push the narrative that he's going to leave, and y'all are going to.
No, he hasn't given them any sign that he's going to stay.
I mean, you remember the video we got? What was it?
He said multiple
Jason,
times
buddy, at the All-Star game whenever that kid was... Hey, the reporter was like, hey, I just talked to a kid who's in the hospital. He's dying of cancer. And he said, like, his last dying wish is that Aaron Judge is just a Yankee forever. And Aaron Judge is like, Jason, buddy, there's a lot of great Yankees here. Like, you don't hang on to me.
That's pretty wild. But that could also be like...
Hold on, let me find the exact video. It's not that. Like,
unless Judge is just playing the Yankees to give him just overpay the shit out of him. That's insane.
He deserves the contract. He doesn't deserve like he's what, 29 now?
He's 30.
He's 30. So he doesn't deserve like...
He's not going to get along.
He doesn't deserve like $350 over 10.
No.
Even though he's worth $35 million a year, I would say if I'm the Yankees, I'm offering him like
6.
You said what?
6.
6 years?
Mm-hmm. He's older than Mookie Betts.
Yeah. I mean, he's older than Mookie, but so like I'm offering him like 220 over 6 if I'm the Yankees, which would equal out to 440 over 12, which is more than what Mike Trout got in his deal. But it's a few years later down the road, if that makes sense. So I'd offer, if I'm the Yankees, I'm offering him no less than 200 over 6.
Yeah. But the Yankees are going to have to pay that. Somebody else might not have to play that. Might not have to pay that.
They're going to have to pay that. If Aaron Judge leaves the Yankees, it's going to be for a payday. He's not just going to leave the Yankees to leave the Yankees. I mean, Aaron Judge has got pop. He's got serious pop.
He's got.
But would he have 50 bombs right now if he wasn't playing in Yankee Stadium? He'd still have over 40.
Yeah, he's
for sure. Because he pisses on baseballs. Pisses on baseballs.
When you're 6'7", 280.
Yeah. What are you looking at?
That's online.
If we're being honest, Timo talked about the best glutes in baseball.
Hey, wait.
6'7", 280. That's a lot.
That's a lot of man.
That's a lot of ass.
That's son named Jacob, who came up the other day really upset from his school in Astoria. He just came up, he's like, are you telling me that Aaron Judge may not be a Yankee after this year? What do you have to tell to Jacob right there and to all your fans that want you to remain in a Yankee uniform?
I cannot.
Oh my God! This guy come over it.
There's a damn Spotify commercial in the middle of that shit. No way.
No, hold on. I gotta find that.
You didn't pay for ad free?
No, it's not. That wasn't an ad. It was somebody. Hold on.
He's only making Aaron Donald money. I don't know, dude.
Hold on.
Just came over. He's like, are you telling me that Aaron Judge may not be a Yankee after this year? What do you have to tell to Jacob right there and to all your fans that want you to remain in a Yankee uniform? I wasn't going to put you on the spot. I mean, we're on live TV.
Yeah, no, Jacob, buddy.
Jacob, buddy.
We got a lot of great Yankees on this team. There are a lot of great Yankees. Be here for a long time, so don't be upset.
All right, now that is crazy.
He's staying.
That is okay. All right. I never.
Hey, don't be upset, Jacob, buddy. I mean,
Jacob, buddy. All right, that was a little wild. That was crazy.
that was at the All-Star game.
So Sid,
All right, never mind.
is
All
he
right,
staying? Is he staying?
If they give him enough money, he's staying. But that does not sound like
That's what
he's
I'm saying.
staying.
They have
Yeah,
to
that
give
don't sound
him-
like he's had an offer put in front of him that's like...
Well, didn't they sign him to like a $19 million tender for the rest of the season, like halfway through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
they offered him a contract this offseason. I can't remember what it was offered, but it was like...
He said 19.
He like turned it down and basically like, I'll go prove it this year. And he's done more than prove it. I mean, dude has 50 bombs and hits like 300. So, I mean,
Yeah.
or like 290. But either way.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's close enough.
I forgot what I was about to say before that video.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot what I was talking about.
Jacob, buddy.
Shohei most valuable, but
That was a
minute ago.
That was a while ago. You are behind,
You're
my
still
brother. In Christ, you are behind.
how am I behind? That's what you're saying.
So what are we thinking for the wild card spots?
I mean, it seems like it's going to be Seattle, Toronto, and Tampa.
You think that's locked
No,
up?
but I think, New York Yankees might drop out of the division lead. They might wind up at the wild card.
I don't think so.
I'm saying when
They're only up 6 games. I don't know how last night went with Tampa, but...
I mean, 6 games. They're 79 and 52 at time of recording. So
Tampa's
they played
hot.
100 and,
That
100,
is-
120.
they're actually 5.5 games.
121.
So they didn't even play
They're
last
6
night.
games
Oh, they're
ahead.
6 games.
No, I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, that's 7.
So
Okay, 7-5.
they're
3-game series with
They've-
Tampa, who's
they've
in
still
second
got
this weekend.
31 games. Is
Yeah.
that right?
They lost last night to
31 games. Though?
Who lost last night?
the Yankees, to Toronto. I mean Tampa.
They lost
80
last
and-
night.
They're 79 and 52. So that's what 131
They
games.
didn't play last night, Nolan.
How do they have 31 games left and it's September 7th?
Nolan, you lied to me. I got excited. They did not play last night.
Captain.
Bro, Nolan, what app do you use?
The MLB app.
They
They didn't play last night. There was only like 6 games.
They must
What
be
the
late
heck?
to update or something.
They had a day off because they were coming. No shot. They just played the Angels, lost that series, and had to make the flight to Tampa, and they were about to play that the next day.
I'm
They had
not,
an
paying,
off
I'm
day.
not paying attention to who the Yankees are playing. They're ass. I don't care.
Well,
I don't care who.
They're 15 and a half games above y'all, so
We've already given up.
I know
I gave up at the trade deadline
I'm just saying.
when we traded for Reese McGuire and Tommy Pham.
Now, White Sox, Twins, Guardians, the last 30 games of that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, because it's
I mean, Seattle just had the best month they've had in a while. I like Seattle. I'll be cheering for Seattle in the playoffs. Just because they haven't been.
They're only 6 games behind the Yankees. 5 games, actually.
I mean, yeah, they're right up there with. I mean, do we think Baltimore is going to make?
The Rangers are 25 and a
back
half
are they?
games behind the Astros.
How far back is Baltimore?
At least we're not athletics bad.
If it had to be, man,
The
Braves are only
Athletics
3 games
stink.
behind the Mets.
Baltimore,
The Mets have
Baltimore's only a
84
game and a half out of a wild card. spot.
it's been that way for like a month. Dude.
The Dodgers have an 18-game lead on the second place Padres.
Oh, the Dodgers. I hate to tell y'all,
Dodgers
but
are
we're doing all this just for it to be Dodgers and just for it to
Astros
be
again.
Dodgers and Astros running it back.
Not. Maybe the
I'm cheering for. Okay, so give me the Mets and the NL. Give me the Mets and the NL just for like teams
give me
I'm rooting
Mets
for.
Yankees, man. I still want a Subway Series World
Screw
Series.
that. Screw that Subway.
Dude,
Series.
that would be
We don't want it.
no,
just
like,
for the
look,
teams I'm
imagine
pulling for.
because like y'all swear up and down that the Mets are going to grab Aaron Judge. Imagine the implications of that. Imagine if we okay. Imagine we see like the Mets beat the Yankees in 7, and then Aaron Judge signs with the Mets.
I mean, the Mets are the best team in New York, so it doesn't really. Like New York's a Met city.
I mean, right now. What? Hold on. New York is not a Mets city.
New York's
that's like
a Mets city.
That's like saying L.A. is a Clipper city. All right, like you're being a little wild. It's like saying Miami is the Dolphin city.
First of all, the Yankees ain't even in New York. They're in the Bronx.
That's like saying Boston's a Red Sox city.
Boston is a Red
It
Sox
is.
city.
I was trying to turn that into a Patriots joke.
That's hilarious. I'm so glad you thought of that.
The weird,
It's so
the
funny.
weird
You
ones
see how
are
funny it was?
the weird fans in sports are the dudes who are the Yankees fans, but they're Patriots fans because New York doesn't really have a football team like that. Well, they do.
I mean, what are they going to do? Technically, the
Jets are
Giants and Jets play in New Jersey though.
It's the same with the Yankees. They ain't in New York City. They're in the Bronx,
But
the
still,
scummy part. But New York's a Met city. And as far as when I was saying, like, give me the Mets and give me the Mariners, that's the teams I'm going to be riding with in the playoffs. Daniel Vogelbach is peak male athleticism.
I might just become a Mariners fan. I'm sick of being a Rangers fan.
I can't blame you there, brother.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean, if you hop ship, at least it wouldn't be like top dog.
At least the
J.R.
Rangers-
the Seattle's fun to watch.
I just need it.
In the
Look,
last-
this is what I need.
That's
to
America's team.
This is what I need to happen, right? I need some team to relocate to North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I need the Rangers to immediately
But it would be the Athletics.
ship Jack Leiter to the North Carolina team.
It would be the Athletics.
Instantly.
Like, we would be taking like the Athletics.
The Athletics are getting a new stadium in a few years. They're not leaving.
So what
So
happened?
who
What
would
happened
be,
to all the
who
Vegas
would be the
talks?
team to leave? The Reds?
That'd be
No,
fun.
no, they're too historical.
True. What team are we uprooting?
I mean, maybe the Blue Jays because
If they want, I would
The
love
Nationals?
it. I would love if they wanted to come over
Smooth the
here.
Nationals
But
down.
if the Blue Jays wanted to come to America, send them, please.
That's what I'm saying, because like there's all those COVID protocols and stuff. I mean it's a hassle, dude.
Yeah.
It's a hassle. So I mean, like, but I don't see those sticking around forever. So I don't see
Vlad
that.
would be hitting balls to dang
Oh my
Charlotte.
God, that'd be so beautiful. Maybe the Angels. I mean, maybe they're tired.
I mean, the
of being,
Angels are
Angels are
getting
selling.
bought. The Angels are getting bought.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they're tired of being the Dodgers. Young.
Let's
but-
just NPS.
but-
Let's buy the Angels.
Let's buy the Angels. Let's do it.
I mean, I might have to take a slight loan, but
A slight. We all gonna take some loans.
I don't know about y'all, but
Yeah, no, look a little dry.
you got Angels money?
it's crazy. First thing we're gonna do is order a business. If we were to buy the Angels, we were gonna send Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani to the Boston Red Sox for.
Yeah.
For what? For what?
I mean, Franchi Cordero looks like a top prospect in baseball right now. If we could land Franchi Cordero and Ryan Brazier,
Come on now.
we'll call it an even deal.
This is collusion.
Yeah, this is
We were.
insider trading.
Yeah.
Hey, Heim, just send us Franchi back. Hey, we know he's
So-
the best power hitter in baseball. I mean, we
So-
just want guys who can put BP balls to the moon.
So the best.
Asterisk in
So in my
Worcester.
opinion, the best candidates would
Angels
would be like the
Athletics.
Phillies.
No.
They're already you got to think they're already the NL East. And I'm talking about the ones that make the most sense.
The
Right.
Phillies wouldn't leave Philadelphia.
They're not leaving. Philly's not leaving.
No. You might could get the Marlins.
The Marlins move
Why
over here.
would they?
They just sold the team recently, right?
Yeah, but to Derek Jeter, and Derek Jeter's about to.
Derek
sell the
Jeter
team.
sold the team. He ain't part of the owner group anymore.
He sold it again.
Oh, he didn't sell it. He sold his stake.
He dropped his stake, yeah.
Okay, so but the Marlins aren't going to move out of Miami.
Why?
I don't
Why?
know.
There's nothing historical with the Marlins. We could buy the
They got
Rays.
2 rings. They got 2 rings.
We could get the Rays. Nobody goes to Rays games. Tampa Bay is terrible.
Yeah.
We could potentially get the Rays. That
I've
would
been-
make sense. Okay.
Tampa's
I
terrible.
was in
But
Tampa.
I don't see us
I was
getting-
in Tampa
I'm
for
talking
2
about
hours
the-
stuck on a plane because it storms there like a monsoon.
Well, nobody.
constantly.
They haven't the Trop is amazing. Just nobody goes.
Okay,
Nobody goes to Rays games.
But I'm saying the Phillies make a lot of sense. There's already a team in Pennsylvania. You got the Pittsburgh Pirates. They're way more historical than the Phillies are, and the Phillies are already in the NL East, so that you wouldn't have to mess with the
The
division.
Marlins are in the
So that makes sense. Okay. I don't see the Nationals moving. I don't see the Marlins moving.
Why wouldn't the Nationals move? They're terrible.
I'm saying it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, DC has to have a team.
What are your qualifications
Like,
for making sense? Because
DC
you said you started off with Phillies, and
Bro, I'm
that
saying,
makes no sense.
because
Yeah,
Pennsylvania
Phillies-
has a team. What other team does?
Trying to say the Phillies would leave Philadelphia is
Like, I
crazy.
mean, DC is gonna have a sports team. They're just
Yeah.
going to.
I mean, I'm not arguing that.
know
I
what I
think
mean?
I think your best bets off the top of my head would be getting Tampa down here. It would be getting
Athletic.
the Angels are getting bought.
Hold on, no, I'm going division by division. You know what I'm saying. So like, I don't see us getting anybody from the NL Central: Cards, Brewers, Cubs, Reds, Pirates. I mean, they're all
That's
too
too
historical. All of them.
Way too historical.
Right, and then the NL West. I mean, none of these teams make sense. The Rockies are too iconic because they're field. I mean, the Giants are. I mean, they're the Giants. Maybe the Diamondbacks.
But even then,
But then you gotta move around
But then you
divisions.
got to move them all the way over here.
They'd have
And
to
then-
relocate divisions.
Yeah.
I mean, but it wouldn't be that hard. It would just. I mean,
Who are you sending? Who are you switching divisions?
I don't know, bro. I'm just
what
throwing.
I'm saying.
I'm just throwing stuff out.
We just need to add 2 teams.
That would be fire.
We just need to
Rob
add 2
Manfred,
teams.
please get on it. Okay, who's the
Don't
worst?
ask Rob for
Who's the
anything.
worst commissioner? Rob Manfred? It's Rob Manfred.
It's Rob.
I don't even know.
Rob
why.
Manfred hates baseball.
I don't even know
Rob
why I
Manfred
asked that
doesn't
question.
even like what he does.
Okay, so then out of the AL East, we can be Rays or Blue Jays, but I doubt Canada lets their team go. I would say the White Sox are a good.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean the Cubs. I mean the
They're,
Cubs.
You ain't
the
taking the
White
Cubs
Sox
out
are
of Wrigley.
historical.
That's what I'm saying. The Cubs are too historical.
You wouldn't take the Cubs out of Wrigley.
You could take the Chicago little brother, the White Sox.
You can't take either team out of Chicago.
Why?
That's their
Southside.
whole MO is that they're crosstown rivals, and the White Sox are historical as shit too. They are.
Really. I don't see the Royals or Tigers leaving. I mean,
Do you want the Raleigh White Sox in the field? Is that what you want?
the Charlotte White Sox don't sound bad at all.
We could change the White Sox thing.
Facts. Anyway, I can't really think anything else for baseball. Now that we had
What
our
would we
little.
even call a Charlotte team? Because it's got to be
I don't
something
know.
like royalty
So
based,
would
right?
we have to?
We could just take over the Charlotte Knights.
Yeah, why don't we just promote the Charlotte Knights to a Major League Baseball club, add another minor league team somewhere in that system,
There's a million of them.
and then do the same thing out west? I don't know.
It'd be easier just to add a team in North Carolina and then a team out west.
And then we would have football divisions in baseball. We would have.
Yeah.
So then we would have to mess with the playoff format.
Like it's changed anyways.
Technically,
Baseball format's rough anyways.
the format would become the NFL's format.
Yeah.
Because it's basically
works
already
better.
the same thing. It doesn't work better. It's the same format. It's just an extra team.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not.
I mean, I don't know.
And if
We just need a team
Rob
in North
Manfred
Carolina,
needs to follow
man.
Roger Goodell and
We just need a
something.
team in North Carolina. I'm sick of this. I'm so sick of it.
It's
It makes
crazy.
it easier to go to baseball games. I still haven't went to a football game yet. I don't want to do that this year.
I mean, how far is Charlotte from us again?
4 hours.
4
4
hours.
hours? It's the same distance DC.
I mean, I'm not going to a Nationals game though. That's the thing.
Not now.
I'm not going to a Nationals game. Period, bro.
You would have went between 2012 and 2018 or 2019.
I mean, yeah, because Bryce Harper is legit, but I'm not going.
The whole team was legit.
Who am I going to watch now? The only person
Mackenzie
I might-
Gore.
Okay.
Mackenzie
Wow. Wow. I'm gonna go watch Mackenzie Gore, and I'm gonna watch the Nationals lose
Give him-
4-1.
Give him one run of run support.
God bless. I'm gonna go watch them lose 4-1 and have to drive 4 hours back in the dead of night just to watch Mackenzie Gore pitch.
No one in the what are you talking about? Get a hotel.
Oh
Stay
my
warm-
God.
stay
All right,
warm
well, I mean, if
weekend.
we don't have Angels money,
You haven't been.
I mean, come on now. If we don't have Angels money, if we got to save up to buy the Angels, we're not buying tickets in Washington, D.C. and staying overnight. It's not
You know
happening.
Nationals tickets are cheap as shit, right?
Hold
I don't
was about to say,
care.
tickets to a Nationals game.
I don't.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not going to sway me.
Timo, they're
Like,
in
I'm
the
not
dirt.
going.
They're in the dirt, baby.
I
I'm
promise.
not
they're-
going. I just want to laugh.
I promise they're not as cheap as athletics tickets.
No, nothing could be. But
No. Athletics is crazy.
I mean, they scrogging in the upper deck.
they need to change it to the Oakland
That
Dome.
happened.
That's happened a lot.
They gotta change it to the
That
Oakland
happens
Dome.
a lot in baseball, apparently.
They gotta change
This
it to
happened
the
to Blue
Oakland
Jays.
Dome.
Happened like 6 days ago.
Yeah, it happened with the Blue Jays.
That's wild. If you can't wait till you get to the crib, never mind. We're not gonna get on this Reese McGuire topic again. We want to move into basketball, or do y'all still have stuff? Are we?
Reese has a good stroke.
Facts.
with the-
Are we waiting for you to touch in on the?
Baltimore Orioles and Washington Nationals.
Oh, brother. Wait. Look up Nats at Athletics.
No, that one, they probably have to pay people to go to that one.
Yeah.
$14 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Two tickets.
they were $6 at the Athletics game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it can't get much cheaper than that.
Yeah, if you can make it cheaper than that, you're paying people to go to games.
Exactly.
It becomes a WNBA thing at that point.
So what are we doing?
I don't know what this establishment is. I don't know what this organization is.
We moving on to we moving on to basketball, fellas.
Yeah.
Let's ride.
So Durant and Kyrie. Well, I'm not going to say Kyrie as much as Durant, but Durant threw his little media tantrum, his look at me tour, just to end up staying. I don't want to touch too much on that because I'm going to go on a rant, but For you to be at the epicenter of we're going to say a meltdown in the playoffs. Because the Celtics were good. They made the finals. They beat the Miami Heat in 7, even though Max Strus's three-pointer got called off. Anyway, I don't know why that's funny. Referees ruining the game of basketball, but you got embarrassed. They definitely should have won a game or two on those Celtics.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then Kevin Durant goes to the organization like, hey, I want out. And that in turn sparks the Kyrie rumors.
No, you're good. Keep going.
And then it's like, now they both want out. And then nobody wants Kyrie because of his locker room deals, and they're asking too much. And then they're asking too much for KD. And then they both end up staying. For what? What was it for? Like,
to show his ass.
What was the point? And now you ruin locker room chemistry because you portrayed the idea you don't want to be there. Not Kyrie so much. I don't think there was any
to begin with.
Yeah, but that's the point. You just made it worse. And then you're going to suck for 4 more years because you're not going to have the money to bring in big free agents. Your draft picks aren't going to be good enough to bring in good young talent. And then no free agents are going to want to come play with KD because he's creating a hostile environment. Except for Markieff Morris, apparently. But him and his brother have Black Air Force energy anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter.
They love toxic.
Everything.
I just don't understand.
Come in like, shit down.
I feel like Pat Bev's opinion on it is stupid.
What?
But
what did it say again?
These players are trying to eat or something. These players trying to feed their families. You're not creating opportunities. Some BS. Pat Bev logic. I don't know.
We just know I've been in the Pat Bev corner this entire time.
We're gonna get to that. Don't even worry about it. Chet Holmgren's unfortunate Lisfranc injury. Lisfranc, however you want to.
That's probably ankle. That's probably the saddest basketball news.
Oh, definitely. Or for recently, yes.
Yeah, like that is insane.
Bill Russell happened.
Oh, yeah, I'm not talking about obviously
saddest basketball news is some 21-year-old rolled his ankle too hard.
In a pro game.
No. LeBron rolled his ankle.
And an 11-time NBA champion, Bill Russell.
I'm not saying it's sadder than that. Stop being a dickhead.
Busting your balls. Anyway, that really sucks, but it puts the Thunder. Imagine if the Thunder get Victor Wembanyama. We want to talk about Slim Towers. That would be the best NBA.
Poku just.
I mean that's Tim Duncan, David Robinson.
Yeah, they'd run Poku at the 3.
That's
with Shy and.
That's Tim Duncan and David Robinson right there.
Shy, Poku, Chet, Wembanyama. I could play the other spot.
The other spot would probably be Lou Dort.
Lou Dort at 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane to think about.
In 5 years, that team is crazy.
So D Mitch, we're going to get into D Mitch. RJ got his extension, which essentially took RJ Barrett out of trade talks for D Mitch. I feel like that's why the Knicks deal fell apart.
The Knicks submitted an offer that was.
It was Obi Toppin, Evan Fournier.
Mitchell Robinson was in the original one, and RJ Barrett.
Mm-hmm.
But then why'd they turn that down?
Because they're dumb.
Well,
yeah, okay.
Hold on now, because the haul they got from Cleveland is way better in my opinion.
I ain't gonna say it'd be better than quickly RJ.
They got 5
Mitchell
picks.
And Fournier.
They got 5 picks.
Yeah, and I know that New York at least offered 3.
Yeah, 3.
But they got 2 pick swaps too.
But they also
got 2 pick swaps and 3.
They got 3 and 2 pick swaps.
Yeah, but that's 5 total picks. They got.
That's not. You're not getting a pick though.
You're getting a higher pick.
You're not gaining a pick. You're just getting the better of the 2 picks.
So that's to me that's
not.
But New York offered 3 first, so they would have still gained 3 picks.
But much more and better young talent.
I mean, they got more.
So the timeline, from what I understand,
the Jazz would be better. So Mitchell off taking the New York deal.
Mitchell Robinson got extended. Okay, so they had a timetable. Jazz didn't like that. We're taking Mitchell Robinson out of the deal. He's extended. Okay, and I think the Knicks tried to rework a deal. Don't know what was reworked, but the night before RJ got extended. or the night of the trade one. But that was basically their little timeline for the Jazz that they had set for the Jazz. They're like, all right, either we're going to extend RJ or we're making this deal for D-Mitch. And then D-Mitch gets extended, or Barrett gets extended to an insane deal.
Yeah, ridiculous deal. I mean, that's like Zion level bad.
He got 120.
Yeah, he got like almost.
RJ Barrett's a $30 million player.
Yeah. Now he didn't get like the rookie max like John Zion got, which is 180.
He shouldn't be in the realm
like
of
186 over 5 or 210 over 5.
I couldn't tell you.
Ridiculous.
It's like
either way,
75% of the two guys that get drafted in front of him. That's insane.
Well,
I don't know who they think RJ is.
Yeah, Zion didn't deserve his deal either, but RJ Barrett's not a $30 million player.
If we're talking about ability-wise, Zion's a $30 million player, or gonna be.
Now Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett are like the two highest paid players in almost Knicks history.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson's deal was insane.
Did y'all see the post?
Like, the Knicks are shooting themselves in the foot. Yeah. I mean, they're handing out Michael Jordan contracts.
Yeah.
But, anyway, so that is leading into the D-Mitch to Cleveland. So Cleveland traded Sexton, Markkanen, 3 first-round picks, 2 swaps, and a
rookie.
Not real person.
No, it was the guy they took in the lottery.
Yeah, it was a lottery.
I don't remember him.
It was like his name is hard as hell to say.
He played in Cleveland, bro. I mean, come on.
He didn't never play in Cleveland.
The fuck there's a dude in Cleveland. Like,
he just got drafted.
He got drafted this year? Oh,
yeah, I just said he's a rookie.
I might be a casual then.
It's tough.
I don't like D-Mitch in Cleveland. I don't mean
you don't like it for the fact that you're a Heat fan, or the fact that
I just don't
or for Cleveland.
I don't like the fit.
What are you talking about?
I mean, Garland is mini CP3 with he needs more volume to score. D-Mitch is breaking what? You said breaking?
Sources, the CFP board has decided on a 12-team college football playoff during today's meeting.
Is that effective this year?
I don't know if it's effective this year, but they have decided on a 12-team playoff format.
That is sick.
NIL deals, baby.
So what's it going to do? Is it going to cut it? Is it going to cut the season short? So like instead of 13 games, they play 11, and then so bowl week is week 11, and then that adds 2 more playoff weeks.
I have no idea.
Because that's all they would need. It would go from 12 to 6. Or no, there would be 2 buys, right? Or there would be 4 buys.
I'd probably have the 1 and 2 gets a bye.
Yeah, so there would be 4 buys.
3 and 6 play each other. 4 and 5 play each other. Hold on, no, 3 and 11.
It'd be so if
3 and 11 would play.
So you'd have
4
to break it up 6 and 6 like the old MLB format.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you would have to have 2 buys on each side. How would that work? Because if it goes, so there's 2 sides of the bracket, it would go 6 to 3.
You might just have no buys.
But it would go from 6 teams to 3 teams, Timo. 6, 6. So you got 2, 2, 2, and then so there's going to be 3 winners coming out of that.
Okay, so 1 and 2 get a bye out of each.
So 1 and 2 would have to get a bye out of each. So then on both sides it would be 3, 6, 4, 5. The 1 plays the winner of
the lower seed.
Yeah. 1 plays the lower seed, 2 plays the higher seed, and then that would be.
Then they'd meet for semis, quarters.
Well, that is quarters, and then the winners would play semis, and then the championship. So yeah, they're only adding 2 more weeks. So instead of it being,
they really might just cut 1 game out of the schedule, just play an extra week of football.
They'll probably cut 2. I'd rather them cut 2. That way it doesn't extend the college football season.
So now you got to get. I mean, it's what you got to get now, anyways. But you got to be usually for bowl eligibility. They just be having a bowl for anything. So you'll probably have to be 6 and 5 to get a bowl game. So
yeah. So I mean, even if bowl week is now game 11 instead of game 13.
If they implement that now, like this could be next year. This could be.
Yeah. It could be 3 years from now.
Yeah, who knows? But breaking.
That's gas, though. That's gas. I love that, actually. Anyway.
I never thought it would get up to 12. I thought the highest that would go is 8.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be 8. Because then it goes 8, 4, 2. You know
12,
what I'm saying? Like, that's...
12's a little much, but it's playoff football.
But now we get to see teams... So, like, in years past, now we would get to see teams like UCF
Oh yeah, UCF would got to see what they're
like
made
the guy,
of.
like the people that feel like they deserve a spot. Like, hey, go out and earn it.
I wonder if they did all this because they're building them. Like the SEC is trying to build a super conference.
I mean, they're definitely building a super conference. I mean, who's going to be able to compete with that? And so, I mean, if you got 3 teams in the SEC who are all 11-1
coming in 2024.
2024. Dang it, man, we gotta wait. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm cool with that. I feel like 12 is a little excessive, but I mean, they were gonna have to add 2 extra weeks on anyway, so why not expand it to 12? You know what I mean?
Y'all got some NPS breaking there. Like when you heard it, it'll already be known. But
yeah.
Breaking.
Yeah, this is dropping Saturday morning. But anyway, back to D-Mitch to Cleveland. I just don't like the fit, and I don't think Cleveland got any better. Well, they definitely got better, but I don't think it moves the needle for Cleveland as much as people think. Like, they're going to be a playoff team now, but how much different of a situation is he in now versus he was in Utah?
Well,
he
doesn't have to be the entire offense though. Because he has Garland and Evan Mobley and
okay, so he had 2 score first wings. In
they were just
Joe Ingles and Bogdanovic.
They were just shooters.
And then
Darius Garland could do a lot.
But they were still score first players. Now he doesn't even have that. He's got Isaac Okoro, who is a defense first player and who is quite literally terrible at scoring the basketball. He's got Evan Mobley, who scored first, and now he's got an upgraded Darius Garland, or an upgraded younger Mike Conley in Darius Garland. And they don't have an anchor at the 5. Evan Mobley can kind of play it a little bit, but they don't have an anchor. And like, what is their bench depth? You know what I mean? So like, I feel like
K-Love's coming off the bench.
But do they have a 6-man candidate like Jordan Clarkson? That's my thing. Like,
yeah, I'm trying to think of what they got. Somebody else.
They don't.
They also have Karis LeVert.
Yeah, Karis LeVert.
Okay, Karis LeVert's good. So he's their Jordan Clarkson. So yeah, it's a 1-to-1 to the Jazz team, except for they don't have another scorer in the starting lineup.
By the way, I don't know who you're talking about. They don't have a 5. They have Jared Allen.
Okay. So hear me out. Darius Garland is just an upgraded Mike Conley, which he is. He's younger. He's upgraded. He shoots the 3. He plays defense, and he's a pretty solid playmaker. He's an upgraded Mike Conley. Then you slide D-Mitch in. Boom. At the 3, you got Isaac Okoro, who is a defense first wing.
Unless they start Karis LeVert just for the offense.
But why would you do that? Darius Garland isn't an average defender. D-Mitch isn't an average defender when he doesn't give effort, which is all the time. Karis LeVert is not an average defender.
And then you got 2 defense.
And then you got Evan Mobley, who can play defense.
What are you talking about? Can he's a good defender.
Yes, because he's long and he plays the 4. But chill. And then they got Jared Allen, who is a traditional 5, so he's good. He's good against 5s, but he gets cooked by these he gets cooked by these smaller centers. It's literally 1-to-1 what was in Utah. That's why I say I don't think it moves the needle. Now, Darius Garland gets older, becomes elite, maybe.
He's also out of the West.
Evan Mobley becomes the superstar we think he's going to be, maybe. And they get more depth. But
I think Evan Mobley really does.
I
like the Cavs.
I like Evan a lot.
What was it in Utah? They were a perennial 4 to 7 seed and second round playoffs.
Except for that one year they were the 1 seed. But
yeah, but I mean, perennial 4 to 7 seed, second round exit in the playoffs every year, right?
Something like that.
Do we think the Cavs are any better than that now?
I think they're better.
I think
so. They're going to be higher than a 4 seed. And they're going to make it past the second round of the playoffs.
Well, having them making it past the second round would imply they're making the Eastern Finals, right?
Exactly. Did the Jazz ever do that?
No.
I mean, making it to the second round, something in year 1 with that team as young as they are.
It is something, but I'm saying even then, I mean,
about it.
Evan Mobley's growth, Darius Garland's growth, now those are both going to play off of Donovan Mitchell's volume, right? So even if they get at their best, that's a big 3, but how good of a big 3 is that in comparison to the rest of the NBA?
It could be very good. It could be very good.
But what are they going to do without depth?
K-Love's coming off the bench. Karis LeVert's coming off the bench. Yeah, they still got
K-Love, man, come on, dude. He's on the way out. Karis LeVert is amazing.
But he's still solid. Like, I ain't gonna dookie on.
Not dooking on him. I'm just saying he's not. I mean, he's not in comparison to other NBA depth. I mean, look at the teams that have really been winning it the last few years, or that have been really deep into playoffs every year. You got the Miami Heat; they're deep. The Celtics are deep. I mean,
The Bucks are deep.
Giannis is just Giannis. The Bucks are not that deep. Giannis is just insane. The Suns are deep. The
Cavs ain't got to worry about the West.
The Warriors are deep.
ridiculous.
But I'm talking about like in general,
Ridiculously
like
deep.
conference finals, like in these last few years. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I just don't think the Cavs are gonna.
I get what you're saying about them being just like a slightly better Jazz team.
They just didn't separate themselves.
But this Cavs team has a lot more room to improve than the Jazz do because they're a lot younger.
They do.
They
And,
do.
and maybe in 2 years it'll be different, but I just don't see them being any better than what the Jazz were. Especially not if Donovan Mitchell doesn't change his attitude. D. Mitchell's on the path to greatness in his rookie year. And he just gave up on defense, started ball hogging. I mean, if he does that in Cleveland, I mean, he's going to wash out.
I don't think he can do that in Cleveland though, because there's.
I mean, he
there's
definitely can.
more and
There's definitely there's more offensive weapons. I agree.
more offensive weapons, but I don't know. That's like a. But I think they'll be better than the regular season team that the Jazz were. I think they'll actually make some noise in the playoffs.
I mean, they might upset somebody, like the Sixers. I could see them upsetting the Sixers. But that's just because I don't think the Sixers are serious. Me personally.
He just don't like James Harden.
Can we now talk about the GOAT?
He's been waiting like
Lego.
He's been waiting like these.
LeBron James got $97 million over 2 years.
And he wants to
There,
play with both of
happy?
his sons, but that's on.
He's
that's
not going to play with Bryce. I don't think
Yeah,
it's
It's
He's gonna play
unrealistic.
with Bryce.
It's unrealistic.
It's
gonna
not
play with Bryce.
unrealistic. It could happen. I just don't think
What?
it will.
LeBron to play 5 more years?
I mean, at that point, he's going to be averaging 8 points and 6 assists.
No.
Come on, dude.
I mean, he would get enough touches to average like 10 points. He'd be getting enough.
Average at least 10 points. He's not going to... There won't be a LeBron that's scoring single digits a game.
I mean, if he plays,
We'll
50
see,
type
I
shit.
guess, but I just don't see him playing 5 more years, man. I don't think his body's going to be able to hold up, and that's crazy
What if
saying
this
that.
man becomes the all-time leading scorer and just starts throwing assists out the yin-yang?
Of course he is. Of course he is. He's a stat chaser, man.
Okay.
And dude, is he not? Come on, bro. Like,
I mean,
like at some point.
I mean, he's
When-
accomplished.
Hold on,
Hold on. At
It's
some
not-
point,
it's not really a negative,
when you
though, because
see
he's already accomplished
when you
enough.
see your 38, 41, $42 million super mega star billionaire LeBron James on the floor in the fourth quarter, up or down 30 points. We all saw it multiple times. You cannot tell me that that's Frank Vogel's decision. And you cannot tell me with him so close to Kareem's record, knowing his clock is running out,
Well, he's gonna break
that
that shit
LeBron
anyways.
wasn't like, I'm in the game, I'm chasing something.
If my
You
only...
think Frank Vogel
my
made
thing-
a decision?
My thing with that is if LeBron cared so much about this scoring stuff that whenever he went down, scoring title in hand, he would have kept playing.
But bro, he doesn't care about the scoring title. He doesn't care about scoring
I know what
title.
you're saying about Kareem, but I mean he's going to inevitably get Kareem.
He's gonna break it. He's going to break it. All he has to do next year is average.
He's got to average like 25.
He's got to average 20. It's like 25.6.
And he'll have it done in 60 games, I think.
He'll break it in 57 games. So that's his average.
So he's basically going to have a year he had last, like as far as the games played last year.
Or it's 2 more seasons at 55 games at 16 points a game. So it's going to happen. He's going to break it, right? But he understands that his body isn't holding up. I mean, that last ankle injury when his knee went in, I mean that's not far from an ACL snap. You know what I'm saying? And that right there could have ended LeBron's career. So it's little things like that, like his age is showing through because
Who's Benjamin Button?
what? I mean,
And
it's
right
not-
Nolan.
I guess whatever.
Lee Benjamin.
Sure.
Benjamin.
Lee Button.
LeButton.
He
Anyway,
ages in reverse, baby. We age like fine wine.
LeButton.
Over here.
He's
Over here in this camp, we age like fine wine.
he's gonna break it, but you cannot tell me that he was not stat padding at all this past season.
I mean, do you care that much?
He does care because
No, I'm talking about you. I mean,
oh, me?
I'm talking about-
I just want to hear Timo say it.
I mean,
because
you said
Timo-
earlier about it. You want to see record-breaking shit, But then it's
Yes.
a problem when LeBron wants to do record-breaking shit.
Bro, did I say it was a problem?
You acted like
he
it was.
just wants me to say that LeBron's.
I just want him to admit, I don't care what LeBron does. I really don't. I do not care like Mike cares.
playing to win basketball.
I don't care like Mike cares. I don't care like Wyatt cares. I honestly don't. I
They're
want to see him
infatuated
break
with
the
me.
record. I want him to break the record.
They're infatuated with
But
me.
I just want you to know that record, A, does not make him the GOAT. Like, that is not the only thing that makes him the GOAT, because that is a longevity award. We're not going to get into that. And B, I just want you to acknowledge he was stat padding. I don't care that he's stat padding. He's 39 years old. The Lakers suck. I would have done the same thing. But I just want to hear you acknowledge what actually happened.
Well,
LeBron's playing to win basketball games.
And why did they lose so much? And
Why
why
did
was
they
he in games?
Because
down 30 points?
if
why
this
did
is
he lose
your
This will roll us right into our second segment. We're going to call this one LeBron's buddies. He's got newfound friends.
Oh, I cannot wait to see Pat Bev blow a game and hear Timo go off. I cannot wait. I can't wait. Pat Bev is going to pull a Lance Stevenson. He's going to look at LeBron. LeBron's going to call for it. Pat Bev is going to wave him off. And then Pat Bev is going to pound dribble, step back to the right, fade away from 37 feet and miss 2 feet left.
That would be.
I'm going to instantly FaceTime Timo. It's going to be the funniest
That
shit
would
ever.
be. That would be like when Jeremy Lin waved off Kobe.
Well, Jeremy Lin hit it.
Yeah, he hit
Jeremy
the
Lin
shot.
hit it. Now, if he'd have missed that, he'd have been traded the next day. He'd have been traded before the flight even picked them up.
That was
to go
against
back.
the Clippers. Opening night. NBA tip off.
Yeah, bro. He wouldn't even have made it back to the hotel. His agent would have. Yeah, bro. You've been. What year was that? 2012.
2013.
Yeah, bro. You've been shipped to Charlotte. The Bobcats.
God.
Anyway, Pat Bev, Russell Westbrook.
Okay, so we sent Pat Bev.
That's
We
gonna-
got Pat Bev
That's gonna be must see TV. I cannot wait.
for THT.
Then we standing there at half court. Just,
And
Bruce
what,
had the
Stanley
ball and be
Johnson?
like,
THT Stanley Johnson.
One
No
more.
picks.
No picks. Well, of course y'all.
There was no
didn't get picks.
I thought there was a pick.
Why would y'all send picks for Patrick Beverly?
Hey,
No,
Mr.
that would have been.
Listen, I've been a Pat Bev fan the entirety. I've been in his corner.
Stop.
You know,
cap.
Mr.
What happened when he was in
94
LA?
feet.
What happens when he was in LA?
Mr. 94 feet, baby.
Come on, man. Come on, Timo. This is low even for you.
You're just mad.
For reference, everybody, he's being sarcastic. You should
Mr.
have seen these group chats when Pat Bet was in LA.
Mr. 94 feet.
What, he's a dog now?
Pat Bev's always had that dog
Because that
in him.
screenshot of him playing that screenshot of him playing Twister when James Harden put him in a blender
Hey,
was
Whole lot of grit.
was in every group chat you were in.
whole lot of grit.
That play is wild though. That shit was funny to watch. I was like, oh my.
Listen, if we honestly sit here on this podcast and we think opening night, closing lineup, playing whoever it is, fourth quarter rolls around, and we're sending Bron out there with Russ and Pat Bev, we have lost our godforsaken mind.
They're not gonna both be in the closing.
No. They're not going to be in the same lineup ever.
No, they will.
Confirmed.
They will.
No.
They
Will at some point.
They're
Yo,
never
what-
going to take a
what-
team photo together.
Yo.
They're never going to take a...
Their
They're not even gonna have each other's numbers in their phone. Nothing,
their lockers are gonna be separated by like that plexiglass they use to separate jail phones.
Exactly. Listen, he's not playing with us. And I mean Russ, not Pat Bev.
He's gonna pick up the phone and be like, "Hey Russ, how you feeling tonight?" You're like, "I don't know, man." Like,
Nah, they're gonna be arguing in the team group chat every day.
God, I need to see screenshots
Fist
of
fights
that.
at practice. Oh,
And apparently, I mean, Pat Bev.
like if they did a basketball Hard Knocks, it would definitely be on the Lakers this year.
Oh God, we're
What are the betting odds that Pat Bev and Russ get into a fight?
I mean,
Nah, what I will say-
what is the best odds ever? It'd be like negative 10,000 to 1.
I mean, Mr. 94 feet has seemed to bought into the purple and gold. He buys in wherever he goes.
He buys, dude. He's like
He's a team dude.
You saw him.
There's no more for the boys NBA
You saw him
player
after
than Pat
winning a
Bev.
playing game in Minnesota.
Pat Bev is the NBA Tommy Pham.
What?
Tommy Pham slapped Jock Peterson over a time whenever he was on the
He's a
Padres,
dumbass, not
whenever he
because
was
he's
with
a
the
dog.
Reds.
It's because he's a jackass and not a dog.
No, I'm saying, okay, so you know that, like, Fam smacked Jock over a meme that Jock sent and it had the three-headed dragons of the NL West when Jock was with the Giants and he had the Dodgers up there. And then he had the Padres being the dumber of the three. And Fam signed with the Reds. But the reason he smacked Jock was for talking junk about the Padres whenever he was part of the Padres.
Look, bro.
So I'm just saying Pat Bev's for the boys.
It sounds like Tommy Pham just has a really fragile ego.
See, this is insane because Timo used to hate
He also
on
told
Pat
somebody
Bev
to get him
so much. Timo used to hate on Pat Bev so much, it's ridiculous.
I don't recall what you're talking about.
Oh, I know you don't. I know you don't. It's okay. We know.
I've
So you gonna
always
admit
been in
LeBron
Mr.
was stat
94
padding?
feats. I've always been in Mr. 94 feats.
Can you just admit LeBron was stat padding real quick for the
comment.
pod?
I
No
witnessed
comment at
no
this
stat
time.
padding happening.
Oh,
No
God.
comment at this time.
Yeah, no comment. All right, then I guess we'll move on.
But I will say that Bojan Bogdanovic and Mike Conley.
Hold on. So how do you feel about LeBron being in a game down 30 in the fourth quarter?
Listen, I'm trying to talk about Bronze buddies.
No. Okay, we can talk about Bronze buddies, but I just want like if you don't think he was stat padding, and if you think Frank Vogel made that call,
I've
come on, I want to hear it.
promise you, Frank Vogel's not telling
Give me a
LeBron what to
legitimate
do.
reason other than LeBron was stat padding.
It's not LeBron stat padding so much as it is he's just in the game
Why do
because
you
what's he
wanna
gonna do?
hear him
Is he
say
gonna like? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's infatuated with this.
Because you never speak bad on LeBron's name.
No,
And every time I back you in a corner, you try to weasel out of it. So I want a legitimate explanation as to why LeBron James is in the game at fourth quarter down 30.
okay. So when they start the fourth quarter,
When y'all are already out of playoff contention, y'all have already been eliminated from the playoffs.
is
LeBron
like-
was in a game down 28 in the fourth quarter.
Like game 7.
yeah, I mean we can get if you can spark something in the beginning of the fourth, then yeah, we can come back.
There was 6 minutes left.
Okay. And
Why was he in the game? Y'all were down by 30 the entire fourth quarter.
you just said to start the fourth quarter.
No, I said there was 6 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm talking about
y'all were
before that.
down 30. It doesn't take 6 minutes to spark a comeback, bro.
Hey, I'm saying anything.
Multiple
can happen.
occasions?
In high school, dudes scored
Multiple
like
occasions?
16 under a minute.
That's different. That's high school. It's in the NBA.
It is high school.
It doesn't happen.
Same
in the
league.
He
NBA.
was 6'8" in high school.
It doesn't happen.
How
in
many
the
6'8"
NBA.
high schools you know? Exactly.
Never mind. Bro. It's a waste of time, bro.
I don't understand why you're so like.
Let's
dead
move into
set
top
on-
5 centers. Top 5 centers.
Thank you.
NPS
Thank
top 5
you.
centers.
Right.
Jesus.
Bojan and Mike
Cinco.
Conley going soon.
Do we want to
Cinco.
do we want to start with honorable mentions since we've done that every week?
Yeah.
My honorable mention is Gobert.
Mine's Miles Turner.
What?
Whoa.
You got Miles Turner like
6th.
top 10? What?
What? What are you talking? You act like Miles Turner's a bum. He leads the league in blocks. He's a stretch 5. Like the leads the league in blocks.
Miles Turner is the 6th best center.
There's not that many good
Miles
centers.
Turner, LA confirmed.
Miles Turner is the 6th best center in the NBA, Timo. You hear that? Oh boy.
I mean, that is a bit wild.
Jesus
I can't lie.
Christ.
I can't lie.
How many good centers?
I can't lie. I can't lie. That's a bit wild. I can't lie.
Miles
Give me
Turner's
yours.
6th in the NBA is insane. Who's your honorable mention, Timo?
Vooch. Nikola
Facts,
Vucevic.
facts. I probably would have Vooch.
forgot about that.
I would probably have Vooch right below Gobert, roughly. I just feel like Gobert has more team value.
Yeah, I just didn't want to include Gobert.
Vooch is a better player. Vooch is a better basketball player.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have Gobert on my team, if that makes sense.
Y'all see the video of
I
Gobert?
never thought I'd hear you say
Gobert
that.
literally could not score on Dennis Schroeder in the post. He was posted up. He was posting up Dennis Schroeder.
Well, that's
and could
okay.
not score.
Kendrick Perkins couldn't score on air, so
True. But literally, Dennis Schroeder getting posted up.
yeah. I know.
7
Rudy can't make can't make nothing.
All right, so who we got 5?
I have Bam 5. I have Bam Adebayo at 5.
I got DeAndre 8. Oh, you forgot about
He
DeAndre
forgot
8,
about it.
didn't you?
I forget.
Miles Turner, 6th best center in the NBA. Didn't have DeAndre 8 listed.
No,
Forgot
I was
about
gonna let
Nikola
that take a
Vucevic.
ride because I knew he forgot about it.
He's got Miles Turner over
I said
Rudy
Vooch.
Gobert.
Literally, I didn't even think about. Like, I didn't think anything past 5. So
Oh my God.
So what was your 5?
just Gobert.
Okay.
I can live with Gobert at 5. I can live with that. I cannot live with
I
Miles
got-
Turner at 6.
I got DeAndre Ayton at 4.
Okay. I've got Cat at 4.
Oh.
Oh, so I know what the rest of your shit is.
Yeah.
I got Bam at 4.
So that leads me to Cat at 3.
I've got Bam at 3.
Facts.
See, yeah, I can't with this dude, man. Bam at 3 is the third best center in the NBA.
Yes. Yes.
That's insane.
I think he's better than Cat.
That's insane.
There's definitely a case for him to be. There's
Cat
definitely
is a 25 point that shoots 20.
Bam.
Which one of y'all had Bam at 5?
Me.
Bam is better than DeAndre Ayton. That is confirmed. That is facts.
No, Bam is literally if you took Draymond Green's playmaking away from him.
Who y'all got it to?
I mean, is that a terrible take?
Who y'all got it
No,
to?
it's
Is that a
not.
terrible
No,
take?
it's
Who
not.
y'all got it
That's
to
pretty close.
before me and Timo? Before me and
Okay,
Timo
the
get physical?
1 and 2 is what's really gonna.
I mean,
gonna
nah, I
get
mean,
right here. I know who team has.
I gotta-
who team has a 1.
I know. He knows who I have at 1.
yeah, I know, yeah. I mean, I just want to get on that. I mean, what's terrible about me saying
We
that
need
Bam
to move
out of my-
on. We need to move on to
No,
number
sis,
2.
sis,
Or
this is
me
what
or
people
me and
come
Timo are gonna get physical.
People come from me and you to duke it out. So
No. I'm gonna bash your head through this table if we keep on.
I like my chances.
No, you don't. You shouldn't.
Okay, but Nolan, true or not?
I mean,
I
that's
swear.
true or not?
I swear to everything I love. If you compare this man to Draymond Green again, I'm gonna
Draymond-
rip
Timo.
that
He's only
globe-sized
this
head
mad
off
because
your
he knows
shoulder.
there's truth in it.
There's
the
no
only
truth
reason
in
he's
that.
mad. There
That is
really
ridiculous.
What is? I mean,
I
show me
can
the
see it. I can see
discrepancy.
it.
Because Bam couldn't score. Bam struggled to score. He's a lob merchant.
So he struggled to score on Joel Embiid.
I'm just saying he's a lob merchant.
We need to
I want
move
to say
on.
he's a merchant. That's a bit wild.
We need to move on.
He has a decent post game,
We
but
need
he's
to move on.
he's not offensively refined. He's
We
really
need
not.
to move on.
I'm just saying.
Who y'all got it to?
I got Jokic.
Joel Embiid.
I got Jokic at 2. It puts.
I mean, no. Honestly, for me, it's 1A, 1B. It could be because it's any given night. The one could be better than the other one.
I'm gonna take the back-to-back MVP as my number 1.
I value defense.
That first MVP though, if Joel Embiid, it goes to Joel Embiid if he doesn't get hurt.
I value Joel Embiid.
That's like,
I mean, we're talking about not getting hurt. That's LeBron.
I mean, we're talking about the same offensive powerhouses, roughly.
I'm talking about that first year.
One does
The first
points.
MVP,
One
not
does
last
points and
yeah,
assists.
it's LeBron. It was LeBron. Then he got hurt. Then Embiid took over, and then now you.
It
Then
was
Jokic
not
was like that the whole
LeBron. It was
season.
not LeBron. We're not doing this. LeBron was not in that MVP race, bro.
Okay.
It was Embiid by a mile.
He wasn't.
Then
He,
he
wasn't,
went
he wasn't
down.
over Embiid, but he was in the race, but he wasn't over.
He was third.
It was
all
when
year.
LeBron got hurt. He was first. Gets.
All right, bro.
Gets
All right.
Thibodeau. Like,
Jesus. Gee, we're moving.
Gets
on.
Solomon Hill.
We're moving on
Yeah.
to football, man. Jesus H.
Hold on, 1 second.
I think you get so upset. Like,
GOAT-
you know what he's gonna say, and
The
then you
GOAT
get upset when he
episode.
says
The
it. That
GOAT
doesn't make any
episode
sense.
is gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, we won't need one this long to do that.
The GOAT episode is gonna be insane.
I'm just gonna be over here. I'm gonna bring popcorn.
I want to inform you that Embiid and Jokic had the same defensive rating
When?
this past season.
What about the season before? Anyway, and also, what was their defensive box plus minus? What was their VORPs?
I don't want you to be telling me all these stats and then tell me that FIP doesn't matter.
VORP is value over replacement. So
That sounds like war.
it
Okay,
is
the
war.
season
It's
before,
basketball war.
Embiid was the same, but I do remember Jokic improving his defense this season.
Okay.
So
he's
like
that damn
Jokic,
big. So
what
Embiid
about-
had
what about
Embiid
the-
had him beat the year before.
What about their defensive box plus minus?
I'd have to look into all that. I was
It's
just the first thing I
literally
looked at was
under
defensive
Basketball
rating.
Reference advanced stats.
Yeah,
it
I
should be
weren't- I
right
weren't at
beside
that.
defensive rating.
I weren't on that. I was on StatMuse.
And then look at their VORPs.
We can dive into all this whenever I have more evidence to come with. But I'll take the back-to-back MVP
Okay.
as the best center in basketball.
Right.
That's really not that bad. I mean, Jokic is an entire.
He's putting on
offense
for
in
the
himself.
unathletic white
I
boys.
just value defense. So that's why I got Embiid over you.
And his brothers would kill me if I didn't put him on.
You look like him. Why would they do that?
Exactly.
They'd be like, brother.
All right.
So into the football world.
Yeah, into the football world. So what do we want to start with? We want to start with Russ's contract. He got paid yesterday or day before. So Russell Wilson just got $245 over 5 from the Broncos with $163 million guaranteed.
What is Lamar going to be asking?
He's going to be asking for
60?
Y'all see the
55?
no.
He's going to want more than Russ.
Okay, but he's not going to get more. Well, the Ravens might pay him more, but I mean, is Lamar Jackson really worth more money than Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers?
No.
Neither is Russell Wilson, but the Broncos needed to keep Russell Wilson around. The Broncos went all out for Russell Wilson.
Are the Ravens that scary to you without Lamar?
I mean,
Like, if you replace Lamar with that middle of the, like, not even bottom tier, if you give them, like, a mid quarterback, are they scary to you?
Give me an example.
no.
Okay, if we put,
And if we're being honest, hold on, because
Wait. Go ahead. Mid
go
quarterback. Mid quarterback. Like
like
say,
Baker Mayfield, like if they would have signed Baker Mayfield,
no,
if they never
I was
had
going to
Lamar.
say we can put, okay, they would have somebody that can rush, I guess,
they can run.
for that offense unless they change the entire
They're
offense.
not going to change the whole offense.
They're
It's
not.
been the same.
So they're going to need a mobile quarterback. If we put,
Well, no, because Joe Flacco weren't that mobile. They just need a running back like J.K.
well, they would have to, well, yes. Yeah, so
that
I was going to say, like, if we put Kirk Cousins.
Don't say that man's name.
Well, Kirk is
around
good.
me.
Like, I ain't got hurt. Like,
Kirk is-
if we put Carson Wentz. If we took Carson Wentz and put him on the
I don't
Ravens.
think Carson Wentz is mid. I think Carson Wentz is ass.
I mean, me too. But
We'll say 20.
Jimmy G. Like, who do we want to?
Jimmy G's butt too. We'll say
Kirk Cousins.
last 2 seasons of Matt Ryan.
Okay.
That's like middle of the
That's what
pack.
I was gonna say. I was gonna bring
The
up
last
Ryan.
2 seasons of Matt Ryan.
They're not scary to me.
They're not. They're not. But now if Lamar, because like his training camp looked really good. He's put on a good amount of weight. He's got some more velocity on his footballs. If he becomes a more pocket quarterback and just uses his legs when it's convenient, when he needs to, I could see him asking for $40 million. And I could see him getting it. I could see him getting close to 50 because of the Ravens they need him. And he's got an MVP, so he can use that to his advantage.
I was gonna say, like, if
But
Lamar,
he
if
should
Lamar
not-
gets 50, how much are Justin
By the
Herbert
way,
and Joe Rogan?
news just came out. It's in 2026, not 2024, for the 12-team college football playoffs.
I'm going to be 25.
I'll be 26.
So Joe Burrow is going to get $55
probably be
million.
22.
The Bengals are going to pay him whatever he asks for. Justin Herbert
Joe
will
Shiesty.
probably get close to that. He'll get over 50 just because of inflation, and he's going to want more money than Patrick Mahomes.
You said that like it's terrible.
That means Tua's going to want 60. I mean,
Tua shouldn't get 10. Stop it.
that is crazy.
He gonna have, he better throw.
Teddy
for
Bridgewater and
something.
Sam Darnold were making $21 million. Tua's worth at least 25.
No.
Teddy Bridgewater and Sam
But they're not
Darnold.
worth that. But they're not worth that.
But that's the deal
If
they
were
got
worth
because
that
they're
money,
quarterbacks.
then-
No. Hold on. Teddy got that because the Panthers were reaching and were desperate for a quarterback play because Cam went down. So they reached on Teddy because he played great for the Saints whenever he got the chance. Panned out, gone in a year. Sam Darnold got $19 million because of his player option that came off the draft. I promise, I can guarantee on this podcast that when Sam Darnold's contract's up this year, he better get into real estate. He better get into selling cars. He better get into anything else than playing quarterback in the NFL. I'm not letting that man look. I would let my son learn to read from Stevie Wonder before I let my son learn to play quarterback from Sam Darnold.
Jesus H.
But see, the point of that wasn't that Teddy Bridgewater and Sam Darnold are $20 million quarterbacks. Is that they
But
got
that's still the
overpaid
money
shit
they
out of.
got. Tua Tagovailoa is in the Dolphins
We're talking about money
franchise
they
eyes.
deserve. We're talking about worth.
In the Dolphins franchise eyes, Tua is a franchise guy. If he pans out this year, if he turns in a top 15 season, he's going to ask for probably around $30 million.
I don't know.
If y'all give Tua 30.
If he turns in a top 15 season, I'm okay with it.
So one top 15 season is going to make you say, yep, 30 million.
I mean, no, because he's not up for an extension. But if he becomes a top 15 quarterback, yes. Because if we're paying a guy like Kyler Murray, who is 10 to 15, 10 on his best day, 10 as in 10th best
I
quarterback
don't want
in
us
the
to put
NFL.
Kyler Murray and Tua in the same ballpark.
Well,
Yeah, they
because
don't
Kyler
need
Murray's... I'm talking about in comparison. So we're paying like the 10th to 12th best quarterback $45 million. if Tua Tagovailoa turns in two top 15 seasons this year and next before his extension, and we only pay him 35 million, I'll be a happy man. But that's big what if. Tua's either going to be top 15 or bottom 15.
I mean, that's kind of how all the quarterbacks are going to work.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like,
I mean, breaking. Tua will either be top or bottom 15 in the NFL this year.
but you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but it's more like he's going to be top 15 or bottom 10. If he's in that 15 to 20 range, I don't want it. You know what I mean? But if he can turn in multiple if he can become a top 15 quarterback, I would prefer top 5, but I doubt it. That's a lot to ask of Tua, but he's got the potential. I think he's smart. He's accurate.
Nolan, are we just going to let Sid slide for saying Zubac was a top 5 center in the NBA?
Oh my God! This shit.
Who? Did you not hear that?
Every year.
Whoa! Who was 5?
Zubac.
No, he said Aiden.
No, bro. He said Zubac.
You said
Ivanka Zubac.
Zubac.
Yeah.
You said that? Oh, my Miles Turner thing looks like a fucking like enigma. Like
yeah, he
what?
got on you for Miles Turner, but he put Ivanka Zubac. into the top
Ivanka
five.
Zubac. Top
first
5.
off-
you said that. No. I want you to hear that. Yeah, I said that. Say
First
it.
off, it's not Ivanka. There's no N.
Ivanka. No, Sid.
Is this
Sid.
going to become an
Did you
every
say
week
that?
thing?
Did you say that?
Is this going to become an every week thing?
Did you
Are
say
we
that?
serious right now? What is this?
No, look at me. Did you say that shit? I didn't hear you say it.
Because I didn't.
Okay.
He did, bro. Zubac.
This is going to become an every week thing.
Top 5 in the NBA.
So Jesse Bates signed a franchise tag that everybody told me he wasn't going to sign.
What?
Yeah, they offered him the franchise tag. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, Jesse Bates is."
I think that was just Michael and Wyatt getting excited.
It
that
was
he'd
really
be leaving.
crude. It was really crude.
He'd be leaving the. Well, Hayden thought he was going to sign with the
Hayden gets
Lions. or
excited
something.
over everything.
I want to put Crew in a chokehold sometimes, man.
You sound like Conor McGregor talking about Hezbollah. He said, "I'd love to punt that guy for the field goal."
Speaking of Conor McGregor,
He needs help, man.
man was getting busy on his yacht.
Yeah, that's wild.
On Instagram.
Connor needs help. Connor, like I'm not even joking. Connor needs like clinical help.
Why? I don't pay attention to Conor McGregor.
You got to okay. So
Ask Wyatt.
every
Wyatt knows.
I'm not gonna ask Wyatt.
Connor has this bar, and like he's an alcoholic, raging alcoholic.
He's Irish.
He's Irish.
I mean,
Fucking
yeah,
Irish. That's all they do. It rains,
mean,
it rains and they drink. That's what they do.
Constant head trauma, plenty of alcohol,
They play rugby,
Irish
drink,
temper.
and avoid rain.
It was destined for him, man. I mean, what else can you expect?
who did put on the Instagram story just recording the ocean like who didn't know?
Yeah. And then, anyway.
Seek help, Connor.
So,
Predictions?
Chase Young is hurt again, which sucks.
Knee?
I can't remember, but I know he's missing at least the first 4 weeks. And now, do we start comparing him to Zion Williams?
I think I've been doing this.
You have. But that's just because the Chase Young, Brian Burns dynamic, that's what you've been chasing. So I guess I can't blame you. But at the same time, you do it to yourself because you get mad over Pro Bowl voting. So you can blame yourself on that one, bud. It's like Nolan getting mad over the top 100 rating of her being 41.
I just think it's a little ridiculous that they would
You
even,
do it
they
to
would even
yourself.
suggest
You do it to yourself.
You
get mad
You
over-
put too much emotion into those ratings by people from ESPN.
I mean, I know their ass. But
Well, that's
there's-
voted by the players. The top 100
Wait, what?
Not all of it.
is voted by the players. Is like by the players who's the best player.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's got CTE. They're all stupid as shit. Fuck them all. No.
What?
Oh, now I'm angry. Now I'm pissed off because that's so dumb. That's so
Never mind,
dumb.
That is a little wild.
I mean, the Panthers only have one top
How was
100
Tom
NFL
Brady
player.
first? How was Tom Brady first?
Because everybody's.
What's crazy? The Chargers had the most top 100 players last year and missed the playoffs.
Panthers have one.
We're not doing this. I do this once a week with you and White and your dumb asses. I'm not doing it. How many times do I have to explain our season to y'all?
Bro, I get it.
You
I'm
don't
just
watch
saying.
the game.
I
You
get
don't
it.
know what's going
I
on.
get it. I'm just saying.
You know you don't get it because you still bring the fucking bullshit up.
But I mean, it's a little wild. Y'all hang everything on Tua Tagovailoa for us missing the playoffs. But Justin Herbert has no blame. No blame, even though he played like crap against the Houston Texans. And y'all were one game out of the playoffs, but it's not Justin Herbert's fault.
Oh, my God. I'm not doing it. We're not getting into this.
You only scored 17 points on the Houston Texans.
I mean, I guess nothing else that happened around the season matters.
Didn't y'all lose to the Texans too?
No, we actually beat the Texans.
Oh. Then why were you so mad about that punt?
Because that was the Jaguars game.
Oh, the Jaguars.
Yeah, that was the London game.
That might be worse than losing to the Texans. It is worse than losing to the Texans.
It is worse than losing to the Texans, but it makes it way worse because the refs made us lose that game. That's insane.
God. Okay.
Timo, if I could find that clip, because I've already deep dove on the friggin' dark web looking for that clip because I saw it with my own eyes, and nobody wants to believe me. Even if I did find it now, y'all would just be like, so what? It doesn't matter. It was a year ago. Da, 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 da. Anyway, I'm not getting into this, but speaking of the Dolphins, we are shopping Mike Gesicki apparently. I assume it's so we don't have to pay him because I mean he's been a consistent top 10 tight end in the NFL. So I mean, but I assume we don't want to pay him top 10 tight end money.
You know, Sid,
for a guy that can't block.
While we're on the topic, I apologize for saying Hunter Henry was better than him. I apologize.
Thank you.
I just realized that we signed Jacob Easton.
Quarterback?
Yeah, to the practice squad.
Nice.
Hope he likes it there.
I don't know what we would get for Mike Gesicki, especially since he's in a quote-unquote...
You should trade him for a young corner, not gonna lie.
Why do we need a corner?
Because both of your corners are 29.
We have Nick Needham and Noah Igbenogany.
How old are they?
Noah Igbenogany is 23 or 24, and Nick Needham is 25. And we have no problem getting corners. We have no problem with building our secondary. We had an elite secondary when our number one corner was Quentin Grimes. Or Brent Grimes, my bad. Brent Grimes and Cortland Finnegan, who were both under 5'11". And we had an elite secondary. So, and now we have Sam Madison. We're good. I'm not really ever worried about our secondary, so we can always figure that out. It's always our front seven.
How old is Eric Rowe?
He's 28, 29. I mean, he plays in certain packages anyway. He's mainly there to shade the tight end, which he's very well at. But Brandon Jones is going to end up taking his spot soon anyway. Brandon Jones is electric. I mean, he does it all. Coverage, sub linebacker, slot corner. Brandon Jones is amazing. I love Brandon Jones. Anyway.
Prediction time?
No. We still have to talk about the late hit on Kayvon Thibodeau.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it wasn't even a late hit. It was just a dirty hit.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was just like...
We're talking about it is preseason week 1, and we got offensive linemen diving at...
It was a tight end.
Oh, it was a tight end?
It was Randy Moss's son, Thad Moss.
We got guys diving at dudes' legs, man. I mean, even in the Super Bowl, I'm not diving at nobody's legs, dude.
Oh, I definitely would cut block somebody.
I would cut block somebody, but
that's cut
different.
blocking.
Man, you don't come at the side of the legs, man. You don't.
Okay, so here's
dude,
what
he hit him. His knee got hurt, bro.
I know. I saw it. And it sucks he got hurt.
Hit him in the ass or something.
Whoa. First of all, when is a defensive player going to have his backside turned to you?
I don't know, bro. I'm just trying to make something up. I don't know. That's dirty. There's no place for it in football, man.
I don't think it's dirty. I think it's...
Bro.
I mean,
in preseason?
Preseason?
Yeah. Okay, look at it through Thad Moss's eyes. I'm trying to get a job.
The play was way away from him. They weren't even involved.
He's probably coached. I'm going to motion across, cutting the guy, come off the edge. I promise that's probably coached. I promise it's not him just seeing a guy and be like, "Oh yeah, buddy, ACL's mine." Like it ain't.
That's exactly what it looked like. That's exactly what it looked like.
I get what you're saying. Like that is like that is fighting.
Is that a patella?
That is
like. I understand that it looks bad, but I see it.
It is bad. It's not because it looks bad.
It's very bad.
It is bad.
Preseason week 1, you're taking out top.
It's like preseason week 3.
Still, it's preseason. Regardless, you're taking out a top 10 pick's legs out from underneath him. I mean,
he got cut block. Really, nobody would even talk about it if he didn't get hurt. If he didn't get hurt, we'd never say that's a dirty hit. Because you would have never seen it.
Probably.
But it happens all the time.
I don't think him being a
It does
top 10
happen all the
pick
time.
is.
But also, like, I feel like there's a better way to cut block than into the side of somebody's.
Oh, I mean, yeah, at the high school level, they teach it a different way to avoid injury. It's legal in the college and NFL level. What you've seen done. That's the way it was done in high school before. High school rules, at least whenever I played, high school rules, you're diving basically at the base of their legs and rolling. It's not as effective, but safer.
Yeah.
But
You just don't dive at the side of somebody's legs, man. I mean, okay, let's put it into perspective that Timo's going to back a corner out of. That is the exact same way that Solomon Hill made contact with LeBron James.
no, I mean, you're talking about, first of all, LeBron already had the ball picked up.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. The ball was in his hand.
He didn't have possession of the ball.
The ball was in his hands. I've rewatched this video recently.
LeBron's hands were like around the ball.
had
Like,
the ball.
But
The
I'm
ball
saying,
was
but like,
loose.
his hands weren't on it. But he was like this.
He did not
and
have
then
possession.
Solomon Hill goes.
Okay, well, technical term.
And first of all, we're talking. Okay, just think that you're comparing a cut block in the NFL.
He hit him the same way.
I agreed. I've never once in basketball
But-
at the Sandy Plain League.
You're not helping your case.
Yeah.
Bro,
I've never once in basketball had to cut somebody's legs out from my
Bro,
bone.
but he didn't. He wasn't trying to cut his legs.
I can promise you. Okay, Thad Moss was trying. Thad Moss was trying to cut his legs.
Thad Moss was aiming for that shit.
I mean, was his intentions to hurt Kayvon Thibodeau? No, but his goal was to take him off of his feet via taking his legs out from up under him. So if you want to call that what Solomon Hill did, that's perfectly fine with me. That's my argument.
Solomon Hill was
didn't
definitely
help.
going for the ball.
Okay, I mean, I'm just telling you what you just told me. You said it's the same thing.
I'm saying it's the same contact. It's the same.
And just to think that you compared a basketball play
But I'm saying
to a NFL
I'm just
contact sport.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, make it. Nah.
I
don't know, bro.
Stop.
I don't know.
You tried.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
Might have made it worse for yourself because I'm gonna have that one in the back pocket.
But
Moving on, man. God dang it.
thanks.
Do we want to talk about Aaron Dual Wheel Donald?
The fact that I know, and the fact that he couldn't get a few suspension games out of that one.
They didn't even find him, I don't think.
Oh, the Rams probably just bad Aaron.
Yeah.
Slapped him on the wrist. Didn't care.
I mean, they're already not paying him enough. What are they going to find him?
He's already making pennies.
Duncan Robinson takes Aaron Donald out for dinner.
This is my treat, bro.
Yeah, I got the bill.
Yeah, don't even worry about it, bro. I know you're hardly eating over there in LA. Eating ramen 4 days out of the week.
This dude, man. I don't even know what triggered this. I just saw the picture of Aaron swinging dual wielded.
So him and somebody else were jawing in like a joint practice.
Who's jawing with Aaron Donald?
I don't know, bro. I mean,
Aaron Donald got knocked to the ground. I don't even know where he found the helmet. It looked like they spawned in his hands.
that
Like,
man benches 600 pounds. It takes a man to knock him on his ass.
that's probably why the whole team was there.
And then the same Aaron Donald got in a fight with that guy at the preseason game too. After the preseason game, like after all the huddle and shit like that, like where they dap up or whatever. Like he went to their side of the field and got in Buddy's face.
After the game?
Yeah.
Woo.
I didn't even see that.
I didn't see that.
He might have put his hands on him. I can't remember, but he didn't get fined for that either.
Here's what I think.
Nah,
I think
He deserves a suspension. Like
I mean,
what did Aaron Donald?
the NFL
not Aaron Donald. What did Myles Garrett get? He got what, 6 games?
Well, that was for in-game. The NFL said they can't handle anything that happens in practice.
It was a joint practice.
I know.
Swinging football helmets.
First of all, either we say that joint practices
think about
are
it like
stupid
this.
or
That's like if
NFL needs to handle
That's like if we're all in the NPS office and I dual wield staplers and I swing him at Timo's head because he said Bam was the 5th best center in the NBA. And it compared him to Draymond Green.
He's Draymond Green without
Because we're not on air, corporate can't do nothing about it.
No, now all I see is me
I do
running
wonder-
across all the cities like.
I do wonder why the NFL. Why can't you handle it? Like,
I mean, that
John Wick
is
for a reason.
that is violence in the workplace. When you really think about it, I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
because either the
I
NFL.
think
Shit took them.
The NFL either okay. So here's the NFL's response: either we need to cancel joint practices, which I think
They're
are
not
helpful.
going to do that.
I know, they're helpful. I mean, or either you need to be able to say something when something like that happens. At Lord knows how many suspensions or fines would have went around when we had practice with the Patriots, but
Right. Roger does looking at it like, were the cameras on? Like,
No, like I love like when it gets chippy and joint.
Yeah, I love a
because
fight.
it's supposed to.
Yeah.
but
not
as long as nobody gets hurt.
you got a man that can bench 600 pounds. He probably does incline military dumbbell press with 120s, bro.
Easy.
And he's swinging what, a 2.5 pound helmet.
I need to see
That thing's
what I need
Mach
to see
5.
now. I need to see him with a helmet in hand just to show what he could do. Like I need to see
Like like one of them like ballistic dummies, like there's like ballistic gel with like the fake blood,
Yeah.
bones and stuff.
I need to see what he
I
can do.
want to
with
see
one of
him just rear back and like I'm talking about like how people like from the streets fight. You know what I'm saying? Like the 1-2, the big swinging haymaker, just real quick, just left right, like on like a sports science.
Yeah,
That needs to be a whole sports science episode.
I miss sports science. They
Where he
still do
just
that?
he just takes one helmet in each hand, put that little that pad on one of them. Like, oh, he grabbed the offensive lineman's helmet by accident. Boom, boom. Just real quick, just to see what it does to a human skull. Like have one hit like on the shoulder and have the other just hit right in the orbital bone, just to see what would happen.
MBS Technologies over here.
Facts. MPS Sports Science. Can't wait. Somebody needs to make that a show.
It'd have to break.
We gotta call. We gotta call our R&D department for that.
It's killing
Come
me.
on, man. It's easily breaking his skull. I mean, I don't know how much a helmet weighs. I think it probably weighs more than 3 pounds.
It does.
That was just a joke. Maybe 4.5, 5. It can't weigh much heavier than that. But I mean, imagine swinging. I mean, even like somebody like us. I mean, they can't. I mean, if we swing a 10-pound dumbbell,
Yeah.
we're not going to be able to get much velocity behind it. But now imagine a man that can bench 3 times what you can, swinging something half that weight at somebody's head.
Yeah.
I
Crazy.
mean, and you can, or like a baseball helmet. I mean, imagine if I took a baseball helmet to your gourd. Like, and that's just me. I probably can't even bench 150. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that would kill somebody, especially if you hit him in the temple by accident. He deserves a suspension. At least what Myles Garrett got.
We'll get R&D.
I'd love if he
real
got
quick.
what Myles
We'll get R&D
Garrett
on
got.
it.
Yeah, we'll get R&D on it. R&D if you're listening. Chop chop.
I'd
Need
love
to
if
hurry
he got
up.
what
We
Myles
don't
Garrett
pay
got.
you to sit around.
Exactly. We don't pay you at all because you don't exist. If anybody wants to be R&D for NPS, hit us up. Your hours
always
are
looking to
about
expand.
your hours are about 60 a week because you're also going to be doing our video editing, sound guy. You're going to be doing janitorial work, R&D, planning agenda, everything else. You're going to work about 60, 70 hours a week, and we're going to pay you nothing.
Yeah, you get like you
If it's
get a glass of tea on the way out the door.
If Cade, if you want to apply,
I was gonna say
you're probably a shoo-in because you're a MPS affiliate.
He's the only affiliate.
Well, no, I wouldn't say he's the only affiliate.
Let's go, baby. Your boy just won a speaker from the landing.
Nice. What kind of speaker we talking about? We talking about like Bose, or we talking about like China?
I don't know what I got, but I won the spin the wheel I was just tagged in.
Nice. Sweet. Anyway.
It's called a quote unquote party speaker, so we'll see.
Nice. So Aaron Jedi Donald, Darth Maul, double sword. Is there anything else football you want to talk about before we get into predictions?
No.
Y'all want to talk about? Oh,
I'm ready for
we didn't
it.
even give our season outlook and stuff like that. Dolphins, man, I'm excited. I don't really pay attention to preseason game scores and wins and all that. We had a really solid game against the Eagles. Skylar Thompson looks like a competent backup. Tyreek Hill is Tyreek Hill. Our defense looks about the same. We don't generate as much pressure, but I'm excited to see Jalen Phillips in his second year. Yeah, second year. I'm excited to see
Javon Holland.
Javon Holland. Oh my God, he was named a team captain.
God, he cracks.
He was named a team captain.
Captain Holland is kind of hard. I can't lie.
Ooh,
Captain Holland.
ooh, and we call him Snowman. He's the real 8-ball. That
Don't
one
do
was
that.
spicy.
Don't do it.
That
Don't-
one was
nah,
spicy.
Nah, don't make me change. Don't make me change my Twitter handle. That's crazy.
That one
Don't
was
make me do that.
spicy.
Can y'all check Drake's new post?
I don't care
I need
about
to-
that.
Oh,
I need-
Drake.
Nah, I need
Drake.
somebody to explain this caption to me
Academics
because it's a
looking
little.
ass.
Let me see it. Whoa, my brother. You lucky I played ball.
What is it?
She effed him for a favor. She did me a favor or something like that.
The live at the landing said we're here till 7.
Okay, great.
She fucked him for a favor. She did me a favor. It might be kind of like she set him up. You know what I'm saying? Like the song that Kendrick did with Lil Wayne. What's it called?
Hey, hold on. Talk about Kendrick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He was dishing out back shots in his music video.
Yeah.
What? Wait. What am I missing here?
He dropped a music video and he was dishing out back shots at the end of it.
Kendrick or Drake?
Kendrick.
Where's this video at?
Whoa!
What is this video?
Hold on!
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Alright, bro. You acting wild. You acting real wild.
Timo was talking about Spencer Strider's glutes a second ago, but
That's different.
That's different than watching a man
different.
blow cheeks out.
That's different.
Don't worry, Nolan. I'll send you the link later.
Peace. With all this being said, we got anything else?
Nah, I mean, don't you got to talk about the Panthers and you got to talk about
Oh, okay.
I just talked about the
Chargers
Dolphins.
winning it all.
I mean, all pro Jason Sanders looks back to all pro form, so excited for that. Anyway, I'll let y'all get in y'all's talk.
So we're talking about just our week 1 game?
No, just about your
season outlook?
talk. Yeah.
You go first because you got a lot more on your plate.
No, you go ahead first, baby. We'll close it down. I'll
Alright.
make the Panther fans listen longer.
Sheesh. I mean, I'm extremely excited because this team looks on paper, if we look at all the talent that we have, we could easily be a top 5 team with the on talent paper.
Yeah.
But obviously that doesn't always translate. And JC Jackson is either going to miss week 1 or he can be out till week 3. One or the other. Scary. Because that means Devontae Adams has probably Asante Samuel on him.
Oh, I thought you were so confident over here on this little paper. Oh, is it really that hard to think about?
What?
Whenever we did this prediction for
That's the only thing that scares me about the Raiders.
okay, but that only thing could put 180 yards and 3 touchdowns on your dome.
I'm saying that's the only thing. Everything else, like the Raiders' offensive line having to go against Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa at the same time, it's going to be rough. That's going to be a shit show for them. Derek Carr is going to have 2 guys breathing out of so. I'm not worried about that. Derwin James is going to shut Darren Waller down. I'm calling that right now. He's shutting Darren Waller down. Shut him down.
Okay. You have Darren Waller on your fantasy team, by the way. Just heads up.
I know. Not for long.
Y'all better not let Buddy go crazy because I'm starting y'all's defense this week because I don't want Joey B to shit on the Steelers, so I'm not starting their defense this week.
But other than that, Jerry Tillery apparently looks better off the edge, which that looks. But
Hold on, off the edge. What edge is he playing off
What edge
of?
is he going to come off of?
he's a
Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa.
I'm saying like,
What edge is his?
I mean, he's on the line, but
He's probably one of the left end or right end. It's probably
that's
right
what
end.
I'm saying.
But you said the edge. I think he.
Can't. I mean,
Tomato,
not
tomato.
He's gonna be like a
Tomato,
3 tech.
tomato. But hopefully Kenneth Murray looks better. I haven't heard anything about Kenneth Murray, but dear God, our linebacker core is aside from
shambles.
it's shambles.
Drew Trank was all right, but
He's so mid, and Kenneth Murray is a first round pick. So I'm gonna need some shit bump up. We did get Kyle Van Noy. So I mean, it's more of like a depth thing, but it depends on Kenneth Murray being decent.
yeah.
Nasir Adderley wasn't terrible last year. I'm hoping he looks better. I haven't like there's so many guys that you haven't heard anything about. It doesn't seem like they made rapid improvements or anything. Derwin signed his contract, but Derwin James is Derwin James, so I'm not worried about him. Herb is going to be a top 5 quarterback. Top 5. Keenan Allen's going to do his thing. Mike Williams is going to do their thing. Josh Palmer looks like a mini Keenan Allen. I can't lie. I know it sounds a little bit wild, but he is spent this entire offseason working on his route running, and I'm very excited for that. Offensive line is elite. Gerald Everett, solid. What are we gonna do? Like score like record?
No.
We're not doing that.
Not right now.
We'll update you guys next week because what we did is
he's talking about like
I'm talking about like for the.
I was going to say that in general that we did our game picks for each game and we're going to keep and see who at the end of the year has the best record. We might can throw a small chunk of change on it. With our game predictions.
Yeah.
And we'll update y'all who's the Don at the end of the year.
Yeah.
All right.
You have anything else to say?
Take it away.
It's okay. It's my turn.
It's
my
you
turn.
said it was my turn.
All right. Anyways, so the boys in the 704. Here we go. Carolina. We start out. I feel okay about week 1 with Cleveland.
Yeah, you're playing Jacob Brisket.
Well, Nick Chubb's the big boy.
Yeah,
and our run defense doesn't listen.
Brisket. If you lose to Jacob Brisket, you won't hear the end of it.
I mean, let's not act like the Browns' defense is still crazy.
Jacob Brisket, it does not matter. It does not matter. The Dolphins created the most pressure in the NFL last year. Jacob Brisket lost his 5 out of 6 games.
Yeah, pressure's not everything. What does pressure matter?
If don't get me wrong, I'm not like I still feel like we're the
putting it in perspective. We had a top 10 defense last year, and Jacoby Brisket.
Well, the Panthers had a top 10 defense last year.
No, they didn't. We went into this. We went into this.
Okay.
Yeah, we're like almost last in efficiency for defense. So anyway, go ahead. My fault.
It's my turn.
So y'all have top 10 defenses, but I have a bottom 5 defense, but it's a fucking problem. All right.
Shut up.
Okay.
Stay in your corner.
The fuck did you just say to me? The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
I feel confident about us week 1 with the Browns. I feel like Baker's going to come in. You know, he plays pissed off in general, and nobody has more fuel to their fire than him having to go back and play the team who basically the girlfriend broke up for the hotter guy. And yeah, now you would.
Is it in Cleveland?
It's in Bank of America.
That's not as
That would have
electric.
been crazy. He just out there just like flipping off the
If it was,
he says he wishes it was in Cleveland where he could plant the flag like he did whenever.
If it was not at 1:00, I might would watch it, but I gotta watch the Dolphins at 1. So
Got you. Just have it playing on like a third screen.
Nope.
We're gonna see J.C. Horn.
not on this Wi-Fi. Forget about it.
I watch Pence game on my phone. I'm watching Chargers on TV though.
Okay.
At 4:30.
Well, and then throughout the season, I mean, it's really going to be nice to have a quarterback that can get the ball down the field efficiently. Like, Sam Darnold has a strong arm. It's just that...
Don't know where it's going.
Don't give me... I can't go in on Sam Darnold again.
Dang.
I can't go in on Sam Darnold again. I like bringing in Laviska Shenault. I like bringing in Rashard Higgins. I wouldn't care if we went out and got Mike Gesicki from y'all, if we're being honest. If we could add that tight end to our room. I like that Dante Foreman's the backup. Seemed like... Mm-hmm. Okay, so Scotty went out and did all the work for Matt Rule. Matt Rule couldn't ask for much more than what Scotty did for him this offseason. I thought it was a great offseason. Defense looks great. I've loved the signings that Matt Rule made at his coaching positions, because now it's not like his buddies that he brought from Baylor with him that's out there. Yeah. It's actual NFL caliber coaches.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm excited, man. I'm more excited this year than I definitely was last year. I mean, I think we can be a fringe playoff team. Like, I think we could compete for that last wild card spot in a perfect world. I do think we're better than the Saints overall. I think we'll come in second in the South. That's what I see. But
that just depends. So for that to happen, right? I mean, their defense overall is better than your defense. That just is what it is. Their offense has a potential to be better than your offense.
It does.
I would say y'all's offense is deeper.
Oh yeah.
Other than the offensive line, but it's going to come down to.
Well, our offensive line our offensive line has to be the most improved offensive line from last year to this year.
We signed Teron Armstead, Connor Williams.
Okay.
That's not Connor Williams?
Yes, we signed Connor Williams.
We signed We
Anyway.
drafted Akeem Aquanu. We signed Bradley Bozeman. We signed Austin Corbett.
Bradley Bozeman.
We're not going to sit here and act like Bradley Bozeman isn't a good center.
I don't know, man.
Baltimore fans were upset
Well,
he was leaving.
think about it like this. Miami had the worst offensive line in consecutive years. We brought in a starting tackle, a top 2 tackle.
Oh, Toronto. Yeah, y'all's offensive line improved a lot. It didn't improve like Carolina's.
I don't know, man. I think it improved more.
Well, I was watching Cam Irving play. Cam Irving was playing with our third string now.
Timo. To the first 8 games last year, the worst 3 offensive linemen in the NFL were all starters for the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, yeah. I know y'all's starters were bad. I know that. But is your offensive line now because I think Carolina can have a fringe top 10 O-line.
Oh, come on now. You're tripping.
No, I'm serious. I mean, Corbett's good. Corbett impressed me more than anybody else.
I would say that
Icky is a man mauler.
I would say that the Dolphins O-line is better than the Panthers O-line right now.
I don't know about that. We had Taylor Moton, too. And Taylor Moton...
Okay, so if we compare it 1-to-1, Teron Armstead is much better than Taylor Moton.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I would say Connor Williams is a better guard than either one of your guards.
I don't think he's better than Austin Corbett.
I think he is.
Think about it. The Cowboys...
And then who's your other tackle?
Icky. Akeem Aquanu.
So if we play Robert Hunt at tackle, you probably win there. If we play Robert Hunt at guard, he's better than whoever your second guard
Christensen.
is. Yeah, he's better than Brady Christensen, I guarantee it. So that, in my opinion, is three possessions out of the 5 on the offensive line we've already won. I don't know who your center is. I know our center is not very good.
Bozeman.
Then you probably have a better center. So I would say it's probably 3-2 Miami. And you would say it's 3-2 Carolina. But I feel like the gap between Teron Armstead and Taylor Moton is way more significant than the gap between
The thing is,
Corbett and Connor Williams, if there is a gap.
I think Icky can easily be like Rashawn Slater was for y'all whenever.
Well, maybe. I mean, but if
We can't say he hasn't looked better than Evan Neal has. He's looked better than Evan Neal has with the Giants.
Yeah.
He's looked like the best offensive lineman right
Can
now.
we really base that off 3 preseason games, though? I mean,
That's all we got to work with.
That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying-
He's basing it off of everything that.
I mean, when the season
we've
starts,
seen.
we'll evaluate that. But I do not think
Tebow is going to be staring.
I don't think that Evan Neal.
I've been doing it
I
all
don't think
preseason.
that Evan Neal or Akeem Aquanu have top 10 O-line potential this season. And Rashawn Slater and Penei Sewell both turned in top 10 seasons last year. Penei Sewell was 7th or 8th, and Rashawn Slater was 9th or 10th. In terms of tackles, not total offensive alignment. I don't think that Akeem Aquanu or Evan Neal will be top 10 in their position this season. So, yeah, I mean, they're obviously going to be good. They're going to be solid. We rarely miss on offensive linemen in the draft in terms of like prospect evaluation. So,
Well, appreciate you guys for listening, for tuning in, and I know we were going for like a 3-week hiatus. We're going to try to figure out something, because like I said, the reason we had to take so long off, I mean, I'm back at ECU right now, and school's starting up and everything, and it's just been hard on the boys. We got here together. We were able to get together today to grind one out for y'all. Hopefully, we'll be able to get something figured out. But appreciate you guys for listening. If you listened this long, shout out to you.